So what's the UK abrochi memuha? Na when your car akwenshie bi enyo fo. Anase adokita fo ahwe wa wan hwe yi. Right claim betumi aboa wa ma wagisi kan pimpin bebre. Ya wo UK a lawyer fo etitru anase ekuku damfo a betumi aboa wo afonko ama. Kosi se we sika no beba. Eno ani se wo be ko www.rightclaims.co.uk. Na wa fill wo form. Wo betumi afre yen wo number ya ewu figure ase. Say a cancel of flights. Anase when your flight delay for over shrimmiensa. May trek 3 hours. Enko bebia. Right claims betumi aboa ma ahanso wagisika. Right claims. It's as simple as that.
Green Select Glucometer from Costless Ventures. Safidi kitwaya etimimpo show botomi eboa ma uhunu sugar level abribia. Wana ho diabetes anayarea hodwa emma sugar level. Esote wo brano no. Safidi epepo nkaye baby bia wo bia no wada won so akohu doctor ntem. Na wo dry betimi ma blood sugar no aye pepepe. With Green Select blood glucose monitoring system, you get your test results in 5 seconds. And you 5 seconds per now results are ready. And it's suitable for persons of all age. Na ne boa so de at the form of Call Costless Ventures now on 0205-915-315. Green Select Glucometer, the best. This advert has been vetted and approved by the FDA.
Okay, so the action on radio is what I give to you anytime you see me sitting like this here on Sammy Flex TV. And because I know sometimes you are so busy during the day, you don't even get time to listen to what we do on radio, I have introduced this particular segment called the highlights of Showbiz Agenda. Here what I do is whatever we did on Zylofon 102.1 FM on a special program called Showbiz Agenda, I give you all the highlights. I know you might not have time to listen to all the 3-hour program, so what I do is I come down, call my team, and we say that people would want to hear this, they want to see this, we piece them together for you to enjoy. It is called the highlights of Showbiz Agenda. So today's episode is going to give you one of such, taken from Zylofon FM's Showbiz Agenda. All that you have to do is to sit, relax, enjoy, and still get the moment just as it was live on radio. I did this with my team led by Digital Rasta Currency, Richie Flex, Lapiji, Nana Reagan, and Team Dodo Solomon, aka Chamo, and MC Berima as well. Now you have to relax, and anytime you want to know what is happening on Zylofon FM, this is what you have to do. Subscribe to this channel, Sammy Flex TV, get all the updates, and even if you're not able to listen to what we do on radio, you get a chance to watch it here on Sammy Flex TV later. Enjoy the moment, and you can always share your comments with us here on the show. Enjoy, and let's do more. We're out.
I know someone is asking why this song. On Tuesdays, you know how we do it. We play new songs from new artists and those who are looking for spotlight. So as part of the selection, DJ Sticker gave us this song coming from the Asakaa movement. And I'm asking, and among the songs from the Asakaa movement, this one I'm not loving it. Maybe I'm wrong, maybe I'm right. When DJ Sticker dropped it, I saw the Fachi as a DJ Sticker, why? DJ Sticker, I said, why? Saying it is one of the songs the boys have dropped. I don't know about you, but I wish someone speak to me on this. I'm not feeling this song among the drill, the Asakaa movement and what they are doing, especially from Kumerica. Mike, because you understand music more than I do. Mike, I know there's a big call. This is a big call. This is a big call to put on a song for review like this. I know it's a big call for, especially knowing you are a creative person as well.
Yeah.
But what do you think about this particular song?
I think there's a market for it. I think it's as simple as that. There's a market for it, and for it's entertainment, isn't it?
Okay.
It's entertainment. I classify it as entertainment. Is it gonna win, Song of the Year, for example, on the Grammys or something, or be qualified for something like that? That's probably not the intention. The intention is entertainment, and people like it. That's it. Do you know what I mean? I don't think it's really. Look, we have to understand music has different lanes. Do you see what I mean? You know, so when people drop songs, I think it's important to before we analyze the song, we have to understand or try to understand what is the intention of that song.
Okay.
So let's just take Putu, for example, like Stonebwoy.
Yeah, Stonebwoy song Putu.
You know, is that like, you know, the most lyrically amazing record? Well, Stonebwoy is an amazing artist and amazing songwriter. That wasn't the intention of Putu. Putu is a hype, almost like modern day Jama kind of. It's a vibe. You know, I think Agyeiwaa is that as well. It's entertainment. That's what I would classify it as.
But in terms of creative pieces, so for instance, if you are on any board as maybe a judge and you hear a song like this, in terms of creation, in terms of creativity, how would you put it?
It depends on the criteria.
Okay.
If we're on the board and we're discussing, you know, Agyeiwaa as a record, well, what are we discussing?
Okay.
Are we discussing lyrical content? Are we discussing production? Like, what's the topic?
I like
then
that.
I can be able to, you know, dissect it fairly.
Okay.
But if overall we're just saying, what do you think about this song? You know, like I said, I think it's entertainment. Like, have I downloaded it? No. But there might be a particular...
Would you add it to your playlist?
It depends.
Okay.
Listen, if there's some party near your G&B, like we're just in some kind of... You know, then why not? Do you get me? But if I'm trying to meditate, for example, or, you know, maybe I'm going through something and I need some kind of like connection with a record that's just going to take me out of one place to another, or, you know, some kind of depth, then that's obviously not going to be the record. Do you see what I mean? But if there's just some house party going on and people are just lit and people just want to vibe, then it could probably drop. Yeah. So I think it has a place. But the question is, was that the intention? Or is it just that's the level of talent? Because sometimes, no, you know, people drop stuff and it's like, well, you know, is that all you can really give? Because the talent just peaks there? Or
nothing can be done about it again. That's what they can do.
Or is it that, you know what, I can do this, but like, that's why I use Stonebwoy as an example. Like, he clearly can do other stuff from like Putu, but at the time he was just vibing, and that's what and it was like, you know, the people wanted it, he gave it to them. So what was the intention of Agyeiwaa? That's the real question.
Okay, good there. And now let me come to Yaw Gray. Yaw Gray is also an artist, and I know when it comes to artists reviewing another artist's works, it comes with some difficulty. Yeah, when you also first heard this song, what came to mind? Or what did you tell yourself?
I just, you know, it was a question I asked myself, what's going on, because I've heard a couple of songs from them which I think way far and better than Agyeiwaa. But I got to, you know, hear about Agyeiwaa because everybody loved it, so I had to listen to it. But if you ask me, it's not a song that I'll just go and look out for and listen. But like he said, if the party is going on, it's not just about you, it's about what people are really
enjoying.
And you know, sometimes you tend to ask yourself, what is a hit? You know, you really can't say until it's that hit that everybody knows it to be. You can only tell yourself my song is a hit. But it's people who will let you know or let you feel if really it is a hit. And I think for the reaction out there, it's what the people also love. But to me, listening to the boys, I think they've got songs that I love more than Agyeiwaa actually.
Now, someone is sharing information with me on Facebook. Kid Elvis, he says the most streamed song in Ghana at the moment is Ajo and Agyeiwaa. We love the song.
Yeah, like I said, the people love it. And I was surprised when Agyeiwaa, I was seeing short videos of it.
Okay.
Then I turned to go check it out. I saw the video. What I liked in the video was me seeing a group working together. You know, it took me way back to how I saw Wu-Tang and, you know, a couple of groups really working together, the car wash and all that. So I really wouldn't say it is not what it's supposed to be, because they did this song to really also get to the people, and I think they are getting what they want from the people.
So yeah, you knowing that you are very particular about creation, I know how well you think about your lyrics before you put them on records. When someone does a song like this, and maybe it works. Right now, Dofati just showed me most streamed songs on Apple Music, 100 most streamed songs on Apple Music, or top 100 songs. Top 100 songs on Apple Music, and Agyeiwaa is at number 2. Number 1 is Forever Remix. Agyeiwaa is at number 2. When you see it like this, does it sometimes affect your creativity? Like, should you still think and do something seriously, or you should also party? You should also do anything for entertainment value? Because you know, when I listen to this song, do you know what I remember? I remember my senior high school days. When no one was singing with any better voice, that's what I remember. And it is the big song.
But you can't complain, because at the end of the day, when you listen to most of this hip hop, the trap music and all that, it's the same. They are not saying anything. It's almost the same. But just because it's coming from that side, we love it. And why are they doing it? And we should have something to say about it. You know, in that context is why I love it. But being like talking about the creating aspect, you can just listen to it and say, they could have done more. You understand? But the people who are loving it is also, you know, embracing it at the end of the day. So it's not really what I think, because even if I think or I don't think, it's what the people want.
Okay, so varied opinions here in the studio already. You just heard the voice of Yao Gray. He's an artist. You also heard the voice of Mike Quest. Remember, he's a composer. He's a businessman as well, and he is the CEO of Kev Music. Remember, he is going to be here with us on some days for us to discuss issues. Way Your Ten is also the CEO of Drumline Studios. He's also a producer, and I know some of these discussions, they hit his interest very, very well. They hit his gene spot. I hope you know this song very well.
Which song?
Agyeiwaa. You haven't heard it before. Boys never can say old school, Jaisa. And I want to believe we are good now. I want to believe we are good now. I want to believe we are good now. And this is among the top songs in our music industry at the moment. This song is among the top songs in our music industry at the moment. I want to know
the section.
Say again.
Hit the section very well.
Hit the section.
Stream.
But if the song is among the most streamed, it's still one of the hot songs.
You see, it's a good thing. I mean, music is music. It depends on where you're directing your attention to. But you see, online, it's about knowing your way out. It's about knowing the plugs. It's about knowing what to do. It's about finding the right people who can put your feet on some algorithms to make sure that you are on a certain path. So that's the reason why there are some things you really don't know about. You don't know what's happening, and you see it's trending on Twitter. What is happening? Say, but this thing too, it be what? Before you start to go and find out. We live in a world where people engineer things to make it happen. Forget what the masses love. People engineer things to make it happen. Bisakeda's song that won the hearts of Ghanaians after it gained its way into a Christmas movie somewhere last year was engineered by people. Don't forget that was a song that even here we were not playing. Nobody was paying attention to. Why? But he had the right plugs and the right people to engineer the song to make sure they find it on a particular platform that really benefited and lifted the song to the next level. So me, Sammy, the world that we live in now, your talent is good, your money is good, but if you don't have the right people to place your foot where it belongs, your money will end up into the hands of the wrong people. They go chop them, but your song won't go anywhere. Your talent will end up at the wrong dungeon where it will be so clamped that you will never find your feet or your way. We have the Yao Talk who is coming up. Look at the magic that the boy is doing. Is it better than any other boy rapping? No. But the question is,
What is
which
he doing
people
right?
are guiding his steps.
And what is he doing right and differently?
What is he doing? People don't understand. Jackie from nowhere. Jackie has made a hit. Jackie went to Nigeria. How many people have been in Ghana, have released his song, but do not even have one plug in Nigeria, or not even a single person to just step on in Nigeria to even get a radio interview? Talk of to even have a collaboration with one of the young chaps who is coming up in Nigeria. That's Omale. It's about finding the right people to help guide your steps. If you don't find the right people to help guide your steps, you'll be in trouble. How many times have investors come into this system with millions? Within 1 year, 2 years, 3 years,
they are gone.
They are gone. They didn't go because they didn't have the money or they didn't have the passion, just because they did not have the right people to guide their steps. So, those days, when it used to be all radio, and TV, and then you see Ghana music, you see this one come up, Ghana's top chart. Obviously, you will know, say, I knew where they had this Zylofon a bow, and you quite a piece from a bow, and you now the thing has changed. There are so many things you would not hear, but the question is happening. Now we should ask ourselves, who are those geniuses engineering such footprints? Once you get to understand, Sammy, you will really not start to care as to what you're releasing or what the people are hailing to, but as to which plan you have with which people are going to engineer to make sure it gets that traction it needs. Because we live in a global world. There is no trash. It depends on how you
use it.
Exactly. That is why you will see a trash man digging into the bin of an East Legon,
looking for something that he can recycle
but
or
yet,
use.
He gets to our downtown areas and fire no atoto. Obviously, he knows nothing is coming out. When you have
even when we travel to the west, we also bring the things they put outside.
No. So if you don't get the right people to engineer your system, and when I say your system, your talent, your production, what you're churning out, and everything, my brother, it will be so difficult, and you will end up giving up. But now, it has moved beyond just DJs playing the song. It has gotten to a point where young guys who have studied the footprint of music and how it is marketed worldwide are doing genius stuff with greatness in the guys that are coming up.
Okay.
So the earlier
in this case, if I understand what you are saying, in short, you mean that it might not be how good or how powerful the song is, but then people who are behind it,
they are well knowledgeable about what exactly they want to achieve, and they are on the path to achieving it. And as we're talking about them, we're not talking about them because their song is good or their song is nice or we are enjoying it. We're talking about them because when we went to check our chart, these guys are on number 2, and we are wondering, what are they doing to get there?
I see. To why songs like this are now topping our music chart here in Ghana. Some of us, it beats our imagination and understanding. But then the runners of the game, they are saying that, Brasami, this is what we are enjoying, or this is what we are enjoying. Kingsley Opoku from Pon says, welcome, boss. Samiba, okay. Prince Cham Chapu says, Otin, too much wisdom there. Okay, so let me get your opinion. At the main Chatome. Hope you know the song though.
Yeah. Good morning to our listeners.
And when you also heard it, what came to mind?
I've been emceeing programs this weekend.
Let me read this message coming from a brother who is also in the music marketing space. He says, good morning, Mr. Sam. If this song had been taken to Zap Studio, he would have thrown them out. Bro, are you sure he would have thrown them out? Okay, no problem. Adam, continue.
Yeah, I've been emceeing programs over the weekend, and it's one of the songs. When it is dropping, like, you don't know whether it is moving or it is coming back. It has some feeling, but that is what people like. The way people receive the song, especially that part something will feel that part. You know, the boys jump to it. You know, it's all about the demographic. You know, and the internet penetration. Most of the people are the youth, and that is the number who are very vibrant on social media and other digital platforms. And at times, if you're able to, you know, coin something which resonates well with them, and they being the most vibrant on the internet, certainly they are going to vibe it. And also, it depends on how your team strategically position the song and be able to, you know, get it plugged at the right places and get to the right corners and have the right element which links easily, clicks with people. Because when the song is playing, the way the people sing with a certain passion, some level of vivacity, like it's like the song is telling them something. So I always tell myself, I want to pay attention to this song. Is Okenet or so yesterday like this, we were at Bayview and DJ Juicy. DJ Juicy dropped the song and the whole place was, and I was like, I listened to this song personally, but I want to pay attention because I don't understand why people love the song. It means the song has some element which the youth like, and I think it is being part of the magic which is moving the song. Aside,
giving them the numbers.
Yes, aside the team plugging it at the right places, I think they also have some elements and some rudiments which the youth like, and the youth form part of the larger internet society and are very vibrant. So I think it's part of the magic.
Okay, thank you. Now let me ask my squares this question. You are a creative person. In this case, moving forward, what should be the agenda of the creative person?
What, for the song or
no, in terms of getting numbers? What should be, because you said you would wish that you know the purpose of which they created it.
Yeah.
Was it just for the entertainment value?
Yeah.
Do they want to put out like a clean record that can stand the test of time, or that was their talent, like you said, that is where the bar of their talent hits? So I'm asking that moving forward, as a creative person, when you enter the studio, for instance, you have your catchy song.
Yeah.
It might not be banging numbers like this one is banging.
Yeah.
How do we have a fair share of the space with our creativity still in operation?
Yeah, but I think it's about having a strategy and knowing the goal. You know, if your goal is to rack up streams and that is your only goal, then that will influence what you do potentially in the studio. If your goal is to be critically acclaimed as a songwriter, that will influence what you do in the studio. Do you get me? If your goal is you want to be the best producer or what, you know, it starts with the goal. Do you understand? If your goal is just to gain following and gain masses, if your goal might just be to be the person who delivers great entertainment, or it starts with the goal. You understand? Once you have your goal clear, then that will determine and shape what you're doing in the studio. Do you get me? So when people go to the studio, they know why they're going to the studio.
Exactly.
They know the results that they want to gain. Do you understand? You know, if you take Amare's goal is not to be, you know, the most streamed, hype person. She has a goal which, from my perspective anyway, I'm just talking as an outsider, it seems like her goal is to be very critically acclaimed, to be very special, to be a notable artist that's recognized internationally. Do you understand? So it doesn't really matter if Jackie right now has
all the attention.
It's on a different path completely.
So she wouldn't see herself as competing with Jackie? I
don't think she would. I don't know. I mean, I'm just talking, you know, as a third person. But I don't think, when you look at the two artists, they're on completely different paths. You know, Jackie, you know, she's signed to Sony now. She's doing a media tour in Nigeria. She's just done a track on Malay. Like, it makes sense what path that is. Do you understand? With, for example, going back to Agyeiwaa, like the goal seems to be executed, which is it's a track for the masses, it's a track for the youth, it's hype. And even one of your you read out one of the messages from some of the fans, and a couple of people mentioned about the beat. A lot of people are talking about the production. So again, with that type of drill type of sound, the reality is, sorry, I forgot the artist's name.
Okay, then.
Yeah. No.
Yeah, great.
Yeah. Yao even mentioned something which is so great. He's like, a lot of the stuff internationally, whether it's drill, whether it's trap, whatever, they're not talking about anything special at all. They're probably talking more nonsense than Agyeiwaa. No, because even in Agyeiwaa, what's a story in the head that like and you know, we come across these type of they're in these type of situation. When you listen to trap, some of them are literally talking about Mickey Mouse. Now, you know, but because the production is designed to bang in the clubs, like they spend far more time, they spend probably like 95% of the time perfecting the kick, perfecting the snare, perfecting the sub, the 808, to make sure that when it's in the club, the tempo, the key
to move you,
that it moves regardless
more than what is being said.
That is also someone else's strategy. Do you understand? And then also when it comes to performance, you know, it's produced in such a way that when it's performed, it's hype, it's gas. We call it in London, we call it gas. It's like Charlie Air Kossel. It doesn't matter what is being said or sung, the message ain't yet. You understand?
It's a vibe around it.
It's a vibe. So when you go into the studio, I think, you know, people have to have an intention.
Okay, thank you so much. You've heard the voices of Mike's Quest and again, Yao Gray and then Mason Chatome as well as Way Your Tin. But thank God I'm not a musician, because if I were to be a musician now, I would be very confused.
So what would you
I wouldn't know what to do.
Okay.
I wouldn't know what to do, because I'll ask myself,
okay.
should I take my time to write that kind of song where you listen good, like, wow.
You be true to who you are. That's why would you be confused? If
my Quest, listen, let's all be honest, bro. You want to be true to who you are, but at the end of the day, you also need the numbers to also get something, to rake in something.
You find your
so
market.
Being true to who you are and the thing is not coming, how long are you going to be true to who you are with hunger?
You have to find your market. You have to find your market. Do you understand? If you're doing a certain type of music and you're marketing it to the wrong people, your numbers, no. Do you understand? And the reality is, some markets are larger than others. Do you understand? The youth market is a far larger market than maybe those that are into folk music, for example. So if you naturally do folk music and that's what you've grown up doing, that's what you love, you can't expect the same results. But when you convert it into percentages, the percentages is what you need to look at. You can't just look at numbers, because look, people stream stuff not just because it's good. They can also stream stuff because it's just entertaining, or they can stream stuff because
they want to
I just want to find out what's going on. I've heard this song. Let me go and find out. So you know, but that's why I think you got to be true to yourself.
What I was saying is that, how long can you be true to yourself with hunger? I'm being true to myself. I think, let me get your opinion. We are wrapping up on this.
Sammy, okay, timer. I can tell you about this. Is me.
Oh, that's easy, me. Yeah.
There were some dope rappers in the system. So Pharaoh, me want to share my Pharaoh, my hear me rap, feel it. I was sounding the echo sauce.
Oh no, I didn't echo sauce.
So it depends on which era you are in. But you see, there's one thing we should also check. When everybody is coming into the music scene, we come with so much vibrancy. We don't care what happens tomorrow. We are in. As soon as we get in with our naivety and all that, you realize that after the first track, second track, no, why did not start it? I need longevity. I need to stand the test of time. Charlie, I need to be able to play live. So, who realizes that baby, I will corner intimate ya won't say I started done. Let's not kid ourselves. Just like when High Life was so good, Oferamponsai and the likes of the Lumbas and all that cashed out, Hip Life became so good, like the Bradfords and what they cashed out, and then Crank became so good, the riches and all that, they cashed out, and on and on and on. She say Ababa Bedu drill. The boys are also cashing out. But there's one thing. Let's also look back at this genus, this trend that has come and go. How is the Lumba era faring now? How is the Obrafor and the Tech and all those areas, how are they faring now? How is the Riches with the Jenna and the people, how are they faring now? The hip lifers and all that, how are they faring now? So you ask yourself, how would the drill and all those be faring tomorrow? So it's about strategy. Kwabena today fell under the hip life, high life. He's still playing shows. Mr. Kede fell under the same thing. He's still, doing well. So many guys are doing like massively well. Those who haven't given up. A typical example, Take with his old classics now is still finding his way through anyhow because he had something that stood the test of time. The question is, whatever we're doing today with the numbers we're getting, it's not going to stay forever. Are we going to innovate? Are we going to move on? Which angle are we going to look at? This is why I keep saying, Sammy, the numbers are good. If Sarkodia has started singing, I'm in love with you now, everybody will go, are you okay?
I was about to say that.
Are we okay? Is Sark all right? But then, Sark started, you see, so Charlie, this is the guy.
He wowed all of us.
Hey, Sark the rap, you go mad.
Because
and on and on and on and on. After some time, Sark then showed us his true self. His true self, the kind of songs he really wants to do. Now, Sark takes his time, do the cools, do the this, do the that, do the that. At a point, he did a whole Mary album. He wanted to do it. Even though the fans felt like this is not ours, it did so well, it sat so well with the elders and everybody. Sark didn't sink because he did that, but he actually rose to the next level, getting the admiration of so many people because wow, Charlie, be Sark, the guy, the rap giddy giddy, can he also do this? This is amazing. But for all you know, that is his true self because that's an album that he dedicated to the grandma. Yeah. So do you know what it means to him to have put such a nice piece together? And I believe and I know that album would have cost him fortune more than even his previous songs because live and computer, obviously, you know how it will be. So at the end of the day, when you come, finding the numbers is very, very necessary. Now, when you find them, you turn them to your fans. Numbers doesn't manifest as your fans, you can have the numbers today because a particular song, tomorrow you will have a different song and they are not minding you. So once you have the numbers, you turn them to your fans by making sure they are glued, they are following the steps, they are watching your videos, your interaction, your engagement, your shows, even where you perform. When you put engagement online, then gradually they become your family. Now once they become your family, they follow everything you do keenly. They try to understand the new innovations you're doing, they accept it, and then they move with you. So with this new drill that these guys are playing, trust me, Sammy, to me is great. They are now in. They are getting the numbers. Gradually, just like some few have done, they will turn the numbers into their own fans. Then they will show them the true self and they will let the fans understand and they move. But when you fail to be innovative, then you stick to what you know. That is when you quickly, move on. So I think it's good. The fans are loving it. The people are, loving it. Even though mainstream music is not paying attention to it. But at the end of the day, I still keep saying, the footprint is what really matters. Because once you have a very good footprint and the right plugs and people around you, that is when you still move.
Okay, thank you so much. Yeah, you wanted to add something to it?
Just like Otin said, let's be real on this note. If this was the first song that came from Asakaa, those people doing agenda downplaying drill, will they accept it? And you are downplaying the boys' hustle and their creativity. When I come to your catalog, you have songs that you also don't like.
Yeah.
You are saying, I am saying what I feel about a particular song. And you feel like, why are you not saying what it's in my head? How about the other song that you don't like? but I also like. So that's why I said it's not really about what I think. A hit is a hit, and really, if you really want to go deep, you can't really define a hit. We just put it in our head that just because everybody, like Otin said, online, we are seeing the numbers. Come down to the street. Can people really talk about it like they talk about it online? So really, on some section in the industry, it is working over there. But the truth is, if this was the first song that they brought, you people will be scrutinizing and telling them how dope and how cheap they are. Medical came into the game rapping all the rap. And right now people they tell them say the wordplay. I feel I'm having a
yes. I feel I'm Martin. I
love Medical so much, but when I heard him talking about something smelling fishy, aquarium, I'm like, yo, you are wrong.
Oh, something smells fishy. Aquarium. That is a word play.
What they smell for the aquarium, maybe they know what's the aquarium.
You get where I'm coming from. And just because fishy.
Me and me don't know.
And I love it. It's the same thing that me feel say echo on this side. You get me? And I feel like it's not about somebody having an agenda to downplay such a song.
Okay.
But at the end of the day, whether it's dope or not dope, creativity went in there.
Okay.
And that is what the youth really like. But one thing I want our generation to understand is that mentality of old school people. The songs I like right now, I can tell you most of the youth right now don't even know. But almost youth ages. And they're about Inti, Sanyumi hit America. Now say 6 months time, maybe do hard man affair when you be a what into no be Agyeiwaa. Wouldn't him Yawoka, and I wouldn't baby Awoko. But for this Asakaa boys, all I'm saying is I just got a little bit surprised for how they projected themselves to me. On my first track, I'm listen and this song came. So I had to really listen to the song and grow with the song. And you me and I bet at once, and you just have to fall in love with it.
Okay, so there is one example I want to put out. I don't enjoy doing this, but for the purpose of the discussion we're having, let's do it. Remember when Agyeiwaa was in the music space, when he came out with his goat thing, me. Same way online. We were even shocked that, even in Ghana, we didn't know about Agyeiwaa. But around Africa, especially the eastern part of Africa, they were chasing him like everywhere you go online. Agyeiwaa. Otin says something that what is the longevity plan? So today, that thing Agyeiwaa did, that he wrote all those people chewing grass, sounding meh on a song. Are they satisfied? Like as it stands now, can he still do the meh and they'll chase him? Or he is now thinking about another way to come out? Because as it stands now, Agyeiwaa is not among the hot boys we have in town. But at a point, he was. Like everywhere, Agyeiwaa. And again, some people also knew that, in terms of talent, in terms of creativity, but it is the vibe. It is the vibe.
Everybody likes it. Why don't you like it?
It is the same discussion we have, Okay, yeah, at that time, really and truly, it was the vibe. Okay, so we could vibe around. Today, sometimes I want to enter into his psyche and ask him, how is he feeling? Me, Charlie Nabi, Desu. Like he was the hottest. Every show was looking for him.
He even went on doing skits and all that. So he was on not just he was on YouTube skits with all the celebrities.
Every show was looking for Agyeiwaa, but is the story same? And this is like within a year or two, very very short lived.
A year. Yes, a lockdown.
Well, you see that thing. So when we have this discussion, maybe people should rather see it as we are helping the guys to rather leave the test of time in this particular space. Because this space, the vibe there, we go feel vibe. But as to whether tomorrow we wake up looking for you, sometimes when you wake up, you have a feel to they want to listen to songs. And nobody may like.
But Sammy, let me ask you something. Is it every single artist or person that drops a track, is it everyone's intention to have longevity? Let me give you an example. Gangnam Style, yeah? At one point, it was the biggest record in the world, full stop.
That's true.
Yeah? When you listen to his interviews, there was no intention to do an album, to be a timeless artist, to win any Grammy or anything. His intention was to make money and be an entertainer and go into a whole different space of
just within the space of time,
just entertainment. And that's what he propelled. And next minute he's on, he's hosting crazy events. Like, it wasn't even about, nobody after Gangnam Style said, what's your next hit, what's your next track, because it was very clear that was not the plan.
But my stress, unfortunately, in our industry, the boys tell you this is what they want to do. You check their backgrounds and it's also clear that apart from this, they don't have anything they are holding on to.
They don't have anything, or they don't have a plan, they haven't thought it through.
If they have a plan, we see it. Those who have it, we see it. Like you said, you used the Gangnam Style example. Yes, maybe after that he switched. We all saw the switch. Like, there's the guy now on this plan. But our people, you still see them still moving from one studio to the other.
He didn't switch to entertainment or anything. After Gangnam Style, when the song became big, the companies did match in terms of mini robots and all that for him. And obviously, because he was big, like, you see this platform inviting, come do this, come do this, it gets sorted out. But when you listen to him, his main thing was to be a security agent, and now he's in the military.
So, but that's my point. That's the intention,
exactly what he wanted to do. So they asked him why that song, and on an interview he said that, well, while waiting to do all that with his spare time, he had to do something.
But so that's why I said before, be true to yourself, because if it was somebody else and go hit it or costume album,
our people, this is what they want to do.
Their story is different. That's what I'm saying. As it stands now, that guy who had that vibe at a point, he is still moving from one studio to the other, looking for another opportunity again.
So the guy who did the mayor, you're saying right now he's looking for?
No, I'm talking about our people.
Yes, let me account mayor.
Yes, he's still looking for a hit song. He still wants to get recognition again.
Well, I don't know.
He's still looking for that recognition again.
But when it comes to
he's still looking for that relevance again. And it is not easy to get it again. Once it is gone in Ghana, if you are not careful, you never get it back.
Sammy, do you know Lumba releasing Yoma is untouchable? It's a goal. How many years? And you find even kids of all age jamming to that song. There are equally so many people. When Yasapon came back with his stuff with the sax and all that, even younger age, they are grooving to it. When we scrutinize a song, first of all, what we're doing is telling people about the song. Secondly, we're telling people about the personality. Third, that is where you put the entire brand into scrutiny and then have a way forward. So now, not that the drill, anybody has a problem with drill or anything.
Who has a problem? What for?
But what we are trying to achieve as people is not that we don't even understand what is happening. Because drill is not, it's not our thing. The originality is not from here. We adapted it from somewhere where we did do some. It's good. But at the end of the day, what we are doing now, just like I started some engineering some 15, 16 years down the line, that today I'm still doing what I'm doing and still in innovative ways trying to add a few things. The question is, with this thing banging today, don't forget, these Asakaa boys, they came together. It was beautiful. We all were saying what we had to say. Gradually, you see the split. You see, quiet so we try ni album. But so ben one who say dua bia ye esi ni sibre. Dua bia esi ni sibre. But as I bia no si ni sibre no,
the strength
enu kwa di benyini no. It's saying so wo benyini dia na ne na wo hia futu wo hia mwa. You need to be directed. And that is exactly what the industry needs to do. And that's exactly what we're doing. Nobody is hating on a particular person for what they have done, because at the end of the day, Ghana Agyeiwaa Grammy this time no. Yankasa obi Agyeiwaa Grammy. Yes, see, Ghanaian musicians could not win the Grammy. Nigeria 4G or the call. So at the end of the day, if tomorrow Yaltalk wins Grammy, I will be glad, because it's somebody who I relate with as a person.
I'm trying to say Agyeiwaa, right? So generally the consensus from people is nyumnan kasadie u dissect say, but it's a vibe and people like it, and that's what. So if it wins a Grammy, like, are the pundits, are the gatekeepers, of the Ghana music industry, is that going to be a satisfactory win? Or we still say, why was it that song? It should have been Jackie. It should have been.
But have you also noticed? Just check out the Grammys. Have you also noticed that every African who won a Grammy had some originality in their song?
No, of course.
You can't copy what they are doing there and give it back to them and expect to win.
Definitely.
So, and then, see Angelique He was doing something that.
But she's been doing, she's been consistently doing that.
Look at all the top guys.
So that's why I'm asking the question hypothetically. And say, BBT say Agyeiwaa it did Grammy. Will we be satisfied as Ghanaians saying it did? And I said, will we?
The same way now type best rapper in Ghana, wipe you
Yeah. So do you see where we get?
No, my guest, he said something. He said, in the case of Angelique Kidjo, she's been doing it over the years. Consistently, yes. And now if you realize, whatever she won is because of what she has been doing over the years, consistent, like you said. But these our people, they move with what we are talking about, the vibe. This thing I can tell you in the next month or two, this is not what they will be doing. So what is going to give them that consistency? They are going to lose it. Angelique Kidjo has been original, and that has been her style.
But this is why I always go back to music business and the structure, the infrastructure of the music business, full stop. Because so at the end, so structure no create ni hoa. Then the person's just gonna do whatever they feel like doing. You've got people here that are clearly, very, very otting, like they know about music or kasa, but how many people want to even listen? Also, Ghana, we have an attitude problem slightly, and I mean, let's just call a spade a spade. Obi Kasakra, the initial feedback that you always get when someone will be too fire, I don't cry too, be and the broth will be brave, and before they even start to listen, say my mean share be being free, do you get me? So this is the issue that we have. The industry pundits and gatekeepers have to shape the direction.
Exactly the conversation we are having.
So is it our fault as industry experts that this is what the youth are doing? Because who is steering them?
No, it is not our fault.
Okay.
We still have to do what we have to do. So that one day when posterity is judging, someone might be angry today, but I know a time will come and say, hey, so I say we no more come. I hear some of them oftentimes. Some of Brass, I'm listening, you guys said it too. Brass, I'm listening, you guys said it too, and today it is happening so many times. So yes, the reaction, it is what we are expecting. But then we have to put on record that we advised this way. We advised that way. Was it taken? Was it not taken? Let's leave it to judgment.